just really wanted to come quickly and make this video totally unannounced because it's just something that I experienced while I was on a shoot with my wife, and I just needed to tell you guys, maybe to inform or maybe to get more information from those who may know more than me, but I just wanted to give you my exact experience of what exactly happened when on that shoot. Nothing drastic, nothing crazy. It's just something that could make it or break it while you're on a shoot, or just spending extra money when you should just buy the real thing. And that has to do with the Canon batteries. Now, not batteries exactly from Canon themselves, those are great. I have one of these here, one with the golden label. Doesn't mean there's more battery juice inside that, it just means that they've optimized the battery technology, particularly with this unit. Now, you can get the other ones that don't have that, and they just do just as fine. I really don't find a difference with them, but that's beside the point. What happened on the shoot was I was shooting with the R5 and I was on the high shutter mode where it basically shoots like 25 frames a second or something crazy like that. And I like to keep it on that because a lot of times you're gonna miss a moment, or it's just easier to keep it for me on that setting. So I'm used to what exactly it sounds like and what it shoots like and what it feels like when I'm on the job or using the camera. However, this time it was just different. It seemed like it was lagging behind the shutter count. It seemed like things were just not running properly. And then I realized that I was using an off-brand battery. And it's not necessarily, I'm talking about this specific battery. I'm sure there's others that do the same thing, but for me, it was this one named Refuel. And it looks exactly like the other battery, except it has a different thing. It says L-ion battery pack, and that's about the difference. Except that from going from 25 frames a second shooting to maybe like 12, it definitely can feel it. And then there was a moment where I was shooting with the camera and it told me that I had to wait for the files to write onto the card. And I was using one of those CF Express cards that have crazy speeds on them. And I'm like, this is not right. Then I was down from full battery to about a quarter of battery within 30 minutes of shooting. And that was when I turn on the camera and turn off the camera when I'm not using it. So I was just having this experience while with a client, and it wasn't okay. Like, I couldn't have this be part of my, camera bag anymore. And I immediately switched over to Canon's battery, and everything was perfectly fine. I now stow this thing away, far away from anything, because I never want to accidentally use it. I've heard stories where these batteries they can either brick your camera or they might cause some kind of fire. Now, I've never had that experience. I've never known someone who had that experience, but I do see reviews online. I see videos talking about it, and I couldn't recommend these batteries. If you're gonna buy, especially for Canon, if you're gonna buy a battery, buy the genuine thing. I only bought this battery because I needed it as an extra battery while I was on wedding day, and I just wanted to be sure that I had enough batteries. But I know now that I will not use this. I'll just buy an actual genuine Canon battery and call it a day. So I just wanted to come and tell you really quick about my experience on that. I know it's not a very long video, it's not necessarily the most informational, but it is what happened with me on a shoot, a very real experience, and hopefully that I can inform you guys better to kind of do the research on what you're buying for your gear. Now, nothing happened with my camera, everything was fine, but when you're in the field and you're shooting, like, you need things to perform consistently. The fact that this even happened once tells me already I'm never going to use that, or I'm not going to purchase another off-brand battery. I'm going to buy the genuine thing, get the real thing. They cost basically the same amount of money, and if they're less, I'm sorry, but like, in the same way that you would build a computer, you want a decent and good quality, reputable power supply, genuine parts. It's something that you don't want to skimp out on because it's the lifeblood of the device. And if something goes wrong, then the device itself can go bad. I'm no technical person in the sense that I know exactly the ins and outs of the technology that goes into these things, but I do know that batteries are sensitive and that they are optimized and made to a specific specification for your camera. So that's just my whole thing here. So if there's anything to take away, just do your research on exactly what you're buying for your gear and read reviews. Watch YouTube videos, and also go with your gut instinct. So that was just my little bit for something for today that I wanted to just share with you guys. I really appreciate you guys being here today, taking time to watch the video. Please leave a like if you liked it, a sub if you loved it, and be sure to comment down below if there's anything that you want to talk about regarding this or any other video or suggestions. I'd love to reach out and talk with you guys. Well, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.